Well, it's also about calling out the evil, right? I mean, in the last days of President Trump's administration, your State Department put out a statement with serious issues around the origins of the coronavirus. The statement said that the U.S. intelligence community had evidence that several researchers at the Wuhan Institute of Virology lab were sick with COVID-like symptoms in autumn of 2019, implying that the Chinese government had hidden the effects and crucial information about the outbreak for months before the rest of the world was told about it. What do we know about the origins of the coronavirus at this point, Secretary? And shouldn't we be hearing from the Biden administration about this? As I've said many times, I have yet to hear President Biden say that the coronavirus originated in China, in Wuhan. Obviously, he hasn't said that it originated in a lab, which many of us believe, but he also has not discussed what the CCP did after they learned of this virus, after they learned of this outbreak. Instead, they did everything they could to try to protect China and export this to the world. What can you tell us?
So, Maria, the evidence that we laid out from the State Department was highly vetted. It was really sound. We managed to get it declassified. You referenced some of it. It's all true. Those things that I described about the doctors becoming ill with with symptoms that were consistent with the Wuhan virus, the cover-up that took place, it was massive, it was intentional, and it harmed the world tremendously. I hope this administration will do the right thing. First, your point is right. You have to call it out. You have to acknowledge that this almost certainly started in Wuhan and quite likely came from the Wuhan Institute of Virology as an accidental leak. There's significant evidence to support that. They should require the Chinese Communist Party, before they begin to engage with them in a serious way, to allow scientists to actually come in and see the things they need to see and speak to the people they need to speak to. This could happen again, Maria. This is the real risk. The Chinese Communist Party continues to conduct significant biological research, and they're doing it in laboratories that have demonstrated that they are not at the levels of security that the world should demand of them, and yet the world seems to continue to permit them to do this. We have to demand that the Chinese Communist Party cease this activity until they demonstrate to the world that they're not going to push across the entire globe, killing millions of people, destroying billions and billions of dollars worth of wealth from a virus that came from their country, and they chose to cover it up when they had a responsibility to the world to help it solve this problem that emanated from their country.